Ladies and gentlemen, today I am brought by the floating head of Ash. How are you doing today, my friend?
Just floating, chilling. How you doing, Darth?
I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Ghastly over there. And what we're going to be doing is, if you look in the news here, check it out, okay? In the news, it doesn't say it. But, if you go to Reddit, it does not. It's a little bit hidden. Secret. There's a weekend 10x coming. Now, I don't know how you feel about it, but admittedly, I kind of like the character selection. I don't think it's that bad.
I would say they're all right.
Yeah, I mean, we got Brogni, we got Michelle.
I'm not being hyperbolic here, man, but is this the best 10x ever? I kind of think it is. Maybe I'm biased towards some of these champions, but I think this is the best 10x ever.
I think it's close.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Well, there's like 2 or 3, you could argue, S-tier legendaries, and then 2 or 3 S-tier epics too. That's really cool, you know?
Oh, that's really great. I'm glad you mentioned the epic in particular, Ash, because that's really where it gets even better, right? So, you know what I love about the events is normally it's like you get like a bonus legendary out of the sacred, or it's a 2x with a 10x on a really good hero. But this time, my friend, let's imagine you have 4 sacred shards, Ash. You open the first one, it's the normal sacred. You try to get the 10x, you don't get it. The second one, you don't get it. The third one, you don't get it. But then the fourth one, you know what you're guaranteed to get, Ash?
Rector Droth.
Rector Droth.
You say Droth, I say Droth.
It's a drought of good heroes is what it is. I don't understand what the point of guaranteeing an epic out of a sacred shard. Isn't that a negative? Wouldn't you basically...
I'm kind of upset about that, right? I love Rector Droth, or Rector Draft, whatever you say her. But man, I agree. It's like, wait a second here. Guaranteed to get an epic? No, I don't want that.
I don't understand, because if it would have been a legendary, you get the epic. It's not like it's a bonus hero. It's not like on the fourth one, if you've opened 4 sacreds during the event, you get a Rector Draft on top of it. That's not what it is. It's guaranteed.
It should be a bonus, man. I mean, as the community, I have not read yet. Is the community up in arms about this?
I don't think people are mad, to be honest, because it's not like they're forcing the sacreds, right? It's not like we have to.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm opening maybe 3 sacreds. I'm not opening 4.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, why would you ever open the 4th one? And what's even more hilarious is this hero, which really doesn't make any sense at all. You get for free right now when you start the game with a lot of the promo codes. You know how like the raid, let's play raid, use my link, get 20,000 silver. This is the epic hero they're giving out.
Dross, really?
Yeah, there's one for her.
I'm giving out Vergis right now on my other channel.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
It is. It's the best one I've ever given out in 2 years. No big deal.
I would rather have Vergis than this one for sure. I mean, 100% for sure. But I got Jotun.
I'll hook your viewers up with my download link if they want a free Vergis.
Okay, all right, yeah, there we go. I actually think I did.
I don't get paid, by the way, for it or anything like that. It's but you can get it if you want to.
What was interesting is I had one of those download links too. Recently for the Twitch stream I did like earlier this month, and mine was Jotun. So they gave me Jotun. Which is kind of like...
It's the worst too, man. Like on these scripts they have us read for these ads, it's like, I play the game, obviously. Most people don't who advertise the game. So they'll be like, Chinaru, a game-changing champion like none other that will help you in Doom Tower. And you're like, Chinaru.
Yeah,
she's not good.
50,000 silver and 10 potions. It's like, that's not really...
No, but this time, the rewards are actually really, really good. With Vergis and in the shards and all that crap, it's really a solid one. But anyway, Rector Droth is a great champion. You can make the case that she's, A-tier epic, certainly, right now, especially with the Hydra clan boss. So I think it's cool that they're making her available in this event, but like you said, it's very weird from a sacred shard, but whatever.
It feels like kind of a bait, because it's like, I feel like they want people to go for Underpriest Brogni, but they want to just tax one sacred shard for no reason. And so they're like, right? How can we tax all the WoWs who have 50 sacred shards and are going to open 50 for Brogni because they missed it or whatever, and he's just like he is actually a game changer. Exactly. They're taxing you, Ash.
Yeah, dude, it's a tax, but you know what? I've got them beat, a.k.a. they're going to win because I'm going to spend my money on their game either way. But I'm going to go for Ancients just because of the Rector Draft. I might open 3 sacreds. I don't know. Anyway.
That's true.
But these champions, all of them are great for the most part.
That's true. Actually, I didn't think about that.
All of them are good. All of them.
Is there any of these that you would argue you wish were not on this list that make the list worse? Like if you remove them, the list would suddenly become better.
Well, I guess the only one I'm eyeing up right now, there's. Are you showing it to your viewers right now?
I am. They're looking right at it.
So Tawana Rock, she's one of my favorite champions in the game. So SS tier. Brogni, SS tier. Suzerain, that would be the one. That's the obvious glaring, I don't know. But I feel like his stock is starting to rise a little bit lately, you know?
Didn't they
change? People using him.
Didn't they change something about him as of I have him on my main, and I haven't really used him that much, but I thought he got a buff recently.
Yeah, I think so. Let me pull him up here on my account too and see if I can. But either way, as we move on, Mashald obviously is a great champion. Aboro is actually really good against Hydra Clan Boss. She can be a maniac. I've seen her put out a ton of damage, and also on some of the best teams damage wise. So she's now actually pretty solid. Doom Priest is always a great legacy champion. You can use her pretty much everywhere. Ugo, I think, is one of the best epics in the entire game. And
Agreed.
then Thylesia is solid, you know? What about you? Who would you take off the list?
I think out of the legendaries, I would, the thing is it's hard because I don't actually think Suzerain's that bad. Because the thing about I want to say Suzerain's who I remove, but I don't even think that Suzerain's that bad because if we look at the actual kit here, the thing about Suzerain is you don't have to book him because if it doesn't place the weaken, then it does place the decreased defense. So you don't really have to worry about the book percentage chance for that reason. Mm-hmm. And then you have the guarantee. You have the guarantee. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I would remove any of them. I think you're actually right. I think they're off. Maybe Oboro, just because that's one of those login heroes, right? Wasn't that one point that was a login hero too?
No, I think Shinaru. I don't think they've given up. They might have, but I don't remember. I don't recall, at least myself, giving that. So, right, but yeah, either way, man, like this is a really solid list, dude.
It's a solid list. It's just weird that they throw in this one's weird. If this is a bonus and it's worded weird, I like it. Like you just get it on top. You pull the fourth and you just get a bonus Rector draft. This is actually a pretty fire event, but. Anyway, that is just kind of a weird one. Any last words about this? I thought that's kind of a warning. Don't pull your 4 sacreds. I think it's kind of the warning to the people here.
Well, I guess I want to ask you this. I want to throw this question at you here.
Yep.
I'm searching half the video about like what the buff was to Suzerain or whatever. So do you think so? Normally 10 times events. I don't know what you encourage your viewers to do or whatever. I don't we never encourage viewers, but what I'm saying, what you recommend. But I always say, unless you're a big spender or unless you really, really want specifically, some of these epics, that's fine. Or really are dying for one of the legendaries, normally just pass on all 10-time events.
Yeah.
This one being, one of the best, if not the best ever. Would you change that advice? What would you advise people to do? Maybe like somebody who, spends a few dollars here and there on the game, but generally is not like a big,
I'm probably a little bit of an anomaly. Because the majority of what I tell my viewers is don't play for efficiency, don't play for the end game, don't play for the meta. Like I tell people to play for what it is you immediately want to do. I say play for the in-post dopamine of the game. Because in my honest opinion, that's what raid is when it boils down to is just immediate fun when you log into the game. And I think the further that I force people into thinking about being optimo, the less fun they'll eventually have. Because I've walked that line, I've walked that pilgrim's path myself.
I love that, man.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
So
what? I love that because people fall over themselves saying like, oh, shame on you for doing this or shame on you for doing that. And I'm talking about like YouTube, I'm talking about like everywhere, Reddit, clan chats, global chats, whatever,
Yeah.
But ultimately, I'm with you, man. Like, I think that it's our duty as good clan mates, good community members, good content creators, whatever, to say, hey, you're better off pulling in a 2-times event. Just so you know, it's not double chance. You still have a 0.5 chance to pull a legendary.
Mathematically, you're correct.
But once we say that, like, listen, people are adults. They can figure it out for themselves if they want to go for it or not.
Like this
it's not our job to be like,
it's not like we're wasting like food or dumping plastic into the ocean with this. Like this is just people like having fun in a game. Like it's not the end of the world. I do my rants and all that, but it's never the end of the world.
whenever I do shard opening videos, I get like the same guy in the comments being like, "How dare you spend your money to Plarium?" And like, I'm like, first of all, why are you watching the video?
Yeah.
If you don't like it so much, and secondly, like, do you go to like somebody, buying a movie ticket and saying, "How dare you give your money to Sony," or whatever?
He knocks on every fancy car he sees and just like complains to them.
Why do you find it your business to tell other people how to spend their money? Is my thing, like why? Yeah. Or is it just with YouTube that you feel comfortable doing that? I have no idea, but to me, yes, I think it's wise to tell people, hey, this is not a double time event. Does not guarantee, even if you pull an epic or a legendary, that you're going to get these legendaries or epics. But after that, it's up to people, man. They can figure it out for themselves. They're smart,
and have the very expected reality that because of these events are going on, that doesn't mean you're going to get the fucking hero either. You know what I mean? Because that's the other thing. People be like, the event happened, I didn't get the hero. Yeah, that's the way gambling works. It's like, welcome to the game.
Indeed. Yeah, I do love how they say, though, now that I'm reading this Reddit post, man, remember, if you don't happen to summon Retro Draft before your 4th Sacred Shard, your event will end. Or if you do happen to summon, your event will end. And this is a big one here. And summoning Retro Draft on your 4th Sacred Shard won't reset your mercy counter.
So you're telling me that that's like saying on a mystery shard, somebody in the comments not going to reset your mercy counter. It's like, really?
Thank you so much for that knowledge, Plarium. You mean it's not going to reset my legendary mercy timer? Very kind of you guys. Boy, would it suck if it did, wouldn't it?
Here's a hero that you can get literally day one of starting the game, and it will. Here's another one for the dupe system, and you can no longer get a legend. Yeah, no, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. But to be honest, I think everyone understands this, and I highly doubt we're going to see a ton of people pulling 4 sacred shards on this event. I think it's 3. You got the chance, you didn't get. The other thing, here's one other conspiracy theory. You ready for this tinfoil hat?
Yeah, I'm ready.
They don't want people to pull a lot of shards. They want to get out of a few shards out of people to go for these, but they don't want people to actually get these because these change a lot of the end game for Hydra. So they want people to try, not want the 4th one, and then continue maybe? Conspiracy theory? Can I put my tinfoil hat with antennas on?
Yeah, that's interesting. And you know what? What would validate that conspiracy theory or give it a little bit more credence? Give it a little bit more credence. If tomorrow, or I don't know when you're putting this video live, but when this event starts, if they start giving us some sweet deals for sacreds,
there it is.
Like buy 4 sacreds right now for $100 or whatever the heck it is. I almost guarantee they're going to give us a 4 sacreds for $100 exactly enough amount of sacreds to get Retro Draft and not the other legendaries.
Happy New Year, baby. Here's your present. Buy some sacreds.
Yeah. But overall, though, listen, I'm complaining a lot here. I feel like I'm like ranting, but I'm really not. I think it's an awesome event. As far as 10x events go, this is one I'll definitely be pulling for because I am, I'm a dirty spender, and B, I think that these champions, I really want to get my hands on Tawana Rock and Brogni, so I'll probably pull a few Voids and Ancients.
Might as well, man. I mean, like I say, it's not the end of the world. It's just a funny meme. I just see this as just funny. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's not like something to get mad over. It's just weird and kind of funny, and that's pretty much the
funny. I missed. What's the funny part?
The event, the whole epic, the thing we've been joking about this whole time.
I was just talking in general about like the champion list, and you're like, it's funny. I was like, I get you on the sacred. That is weird. They've never done that before, right?
No, I'm aware.
I'll pose one last question for you, man.
Yes.
One last question. If you didn't have Retro Draft and you really wanted her, would you pull 4 sacreds knowing that you have 3 shots at also pulling one of those great legendaries?
Nah, you don't. And here's the reason I say you don't. Because I don't think Retro Draft is the Vel hero that is the in-game Vel hero. I think that's Duchess or something else. And if you're pulling multiple sacreds in a row, you're probably trying to pull an in-game hero. On top of it, I've had Duchess on a free-to-play account. I think it was free-to-play season 1. We had Retro Draft near the beginning of the game. And while she was useful, she wasn't game-changing or account value skyrocketing, if you know what I mean. And that may be my lack of understanding and use of the hero, but it didn't really feel like it's something that I'm going to blow my load for. Absolutely not.
I think she's really good. I think she's endgame because, Force Affinity, first of all, very tanky, great healer. The only downside to her, in my opinion, and she's no Duchess, I agree with you there, but she's a reviver as well, single target. And the cool thing about her too is you can run her in like even Platinum Arena, you know, as because of her annoying veils and because she's Force Affinity. I will say that, you know, she's so slow, dude. She slows up everything that you're doing with her super slow healing animations that she does every single time anybody gets a turn. So if you're looking to spend maybe a couple extra hours on Raid every day, I would definitely go for Retro Draft.
I think that that's a good way to end the video right there. We have a sales pitch. Use your 4 Sacred so you can spend more time in Weight Shadow Legends.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, of course. We'll have another video over Ash's channel, so as is tradition, click on the pinned comment, go find some garbage there. Love y'all. Sub, like, comment for more Minecraft Let's Plays. Goodbye!
Peace!